And we want to thank all the filmmakers. You know, this week we'll be screening over 256 projects.
Wow. Hi, welcome to the 2022 Micheaux Film Festival. I'm your host, Charlotte Moore. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of tonight's film screening with some of the playmakers and the filmmakers and the actors today, so stay tuned.
In addition to thanking everybody, I wanted to just reflect back a quote from Mr. Micheaux when he said, "We want to see our stories depicted as we live them, just the same as everyone else in the world."
The name of my film is Let Me See You Clap Clap, short for clap, clap for short. My reimagining of what black love looked like before slavery takes place, kind of like loosely what Master Musa's love life would look like. What inspired me to do the film is that we need more stories about us. You know what I'm saying? So many stories about us, and like, you know, we're coming of age with all of our stories coming to the surface.
Thank you so much for your patience this evening. We are so excited to bring this film to you all. This is our first in-person screening. You can call it a world premiere, you can call it an LA premiere, whatever you want to call it. You all are the first people to see this film in theaters. So congratulations. This is awesome. For us, I'm an impact producer by trade, and for us this is a film that is about public safety, and public safety is public health.
I'm screening my short series, not short film, Last Bodega in Brooklyn.
And what inspired your film?
My family. So my family's from Brooklyn, and growing up, I would visit from Florida to Brooklyn every single year, and seeing my family's neighborhood turn over from the late 90s to present day had a very strong impact on me. I didn't know it at the time. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand the complexity of gentrification and housing and systematic racism.
I'm the writer, director, producer of Mateo and Cliff. It's a short film that's in the festival, and it's about a black man who's unhoused, just basically trying to survive in a society that has structured his downfall. And the genre is psychological thriller, conscious storytelling. It's this genre that I love to tell stories in because you kind of have to evoke empathy for characters that you normally wouldn't. You know, you're seeing the perspective of someone that you would never kind of walk that path on in your normal everyday life. So I love that genre just because it's a beautiful way of teaching people.
So I'm here with my project A for Alpha. It's a short film. It screened earlier today. I'm so thankful for this project. It's a project that tackles gender norms and toxic masculinity in today's society. And, you know, just to see the progress that women have made in the last 20 years, you know, in today's society, we have more women entrepreneurs, more women CEOs, attorneys, partners, you know, than ever before. And my film really just asked the question, what's wrong if a woman does it?
I'm starring in this beautiful moving piece entitled Last Night, directed by Sierra Nowak, who is also an actress and was amazing as a director in this project, and written by Ty French, award-winning writer. Just so awesome. What I enjoyed about it personally as a performer was just the authenticity. It was even an emotional roller coaster for me, and just the nuances that were organic to uncover while performing it. It just was wonderful to perform a very well-written piece that allowed me to be authentic in my emotional expression. A little bit about the movie. Last Night is just this, it's a compelling story about just being honest about your truth. And it ventures into like LGBTQIA, but it's really just about being honest about what love is.
Yeah, the Pulpit, it's actually inspired by true stories about people who are pastors and leadership at churches, and how some of them have received threatening messages and death threats, and that their communities are sometimes in jeopardy because of the very politically divided country we live in right now. So I wanted to tell a story that kind of brought their stories to life, and was a thriller because there's a lot of exciting terrorist elements in the film, but also most importantly, you know, speaks to the social importance of stopping violence that comes into church environments. I mean, we have church shootings all too often in this country, and this story is a way to kind of address and correct that. I am a man of faith.
Is this movie, does it cross faith? Is it for a certain denomination?
That's such a great question. I love that question actually, because even though I was raised Baptist, I have come to be a person who admires all faith practices, and this story follows a character who is an interfaith leader, who is a leader who works interfaith with a lot of other cultures and other practices.
I am here to support my good friend Noel Braun. We've been supporting and friends with him for ages, so here's to another Micheaux Film Festival, and congrats!